Hello, folks. Pure Gold here, once again coming at you with the Survivor Series recap. I'm flying solo today. Joe is not in the building. JB, just babbling. But we have a couple things to discuss. Yesterday was the big pay-per-view, one of the big four, as it were. And, let's get right to it. Joe and I were pretty much wrong on every single prediction. We each got one right. One right out of what turned out to be 8 matches because they added a match. Get to that in a second. So, Daniel Bryan and Ted DiBiase started out the night. The United States title, that's a little mini feud that really hasn't even started. I love the fact that Bryan got on the pay-per-view. I'm a big fan of Daniel Bryan, but I don't understand why it was thrown together. Last minute, old school Monday, Ted says, I don't want a hand-me-down championship. Goes after the U.S. title. Okay. But to throw it 1 week into the pay-per-view, and to not be announced, that's not good. That's never good when you don't announce title matches and you just throw them on there. But it's good for exposure in terms of Daniel Bryan. Daniel got the win. Good job by him. Always wonderful. Now, the rest of the events for the night, the rest of the matches, one of the ones that really surprised me, probably the most surprising, other than the main event, which we'll get to that in a second, the fact that John Morrison beat Sheamus. I just don't even understand where they're going. I know tonight is Raw. We'll find out a little bit more, but why would Morrison get the better hand, get the upper hand on him every single week, pretty much, except for Monday, and then bam, he wins the match? Where are they going with this? Did Sheamus upset somebody that he's being not buried? But it seems like this pretty much flies in the face of booking 101. And, I know they do that once in a while, but so be it. This isn't the first of the terribly booked matches, but we'll get to that also later on. So I'm not really sure where they're going with that. I was correct in the Natalya versus Lay Cool match, the Divas Championship, one of the matches Joe didn't care about. Natalya won, got help. Beth Phoenix came back. Good stuff. She's now the Divas Champion, which, for the sake of where the wrestling world is and where Divas Wrestling is and all that stuff, so be it. Women's wrestling is not that great, but it used to be much better when Trish and Lita were there, but that's another note. So Natalya's our new women's champ, Divas champ, unified. Caval lost to Dolph Ziggler, another surprising move because I thought that Caval was going to get the win, but apparently I was reading up online over on my favorite site, WrestleZone. They're going to be having a rematch this week for the title, so possibly Caval will get the win there again. He still hasn't won a match. Maybe this will be his first match since NXT finished. We'll see how that goes. Team Del Rio lost to Team Mysterio. Joe called that one right. I got that one wrong. So those are 2 matches. Divas for me. Traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series match for Joe. Everything else incorrect. But they won. Mysterio and Big Show ended up being the last 2 guys there. And apparently Del Rio never really got eliminated, but the announcers said that he did. Who knows? Maybe they'll go somewhere with that this week. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when SmackDown is taped. Now on to the strangeness. Santino and Kozlov against Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel. Don't even know what's up with that. Santino and Kozlov pretty much did nothing. Match is over. They're still the unified, whatever, tag team champions, world tag team champions, whatever they call it. I don't know. Tag team wrestling sucks. What else can I say? I was wrong about that one as well. Now on to the 2 main events for the evening. Edge vs. Kane ended in some type of weird tie as opposed to a draw. I don't know what's up with the names or the wording and the phrasing on that, but that ended in a clownish way. Kane is still champion, and I guess this is going to go into a TLC match at the next pay-per-view. And, Edge and Kane, that should be kind of interesting, but this match seemed to be a complete dud. The crowd was dead for it. Nothing good happened. Nothing good came out of it, and we don't even know what the whole Paul Bearer thing is, so what can you do? And finally, in what ruined the entire night, summed up this big old moose turd, is Randy Orton against Wade Barrett, and for some reason, John Cena really did nothing. They took a bump at the end where, he pushed Barrett, who ended up getting nailed with the RKO by Orton, and Orton's champ. Barrett did not win. Cena is fired, and I don't know what. I don't even know what the point of that was. It's the only outcome that I didn't expect because it was the most obviously terrible one. I was definitely hoping that, this was going to end in a better way, or that Cena was going to go heel, or something was going to happen, or he was going to, even if he screwed Barrett purposely, I don't know. I don't know where they're going. See if Cena shows up tonight to say his farewell. Apparently, they were milking the whole farewell thing at the end too, which makes no sense because unless you're 5, you know that Cena's going to come back. So what's the point? Anyway, Joe and I totally wrong on all but one of our picks each, and we didn't know about the U.S. title match. Survivor Series was a turd, moose fest, moose crapper, whatever you want to call it. Not good. Hopefully, Raw will get the interest going, boost it up to the next pay-per-view, and that's pretty much it. You know, we'll cover pay-per-views, we'll cover wrestling, we'll cover all that stuff, but like anything, we're just giving our best guess, and in this case, our best guess was totally wrong. So, DG of Pure Gold signing off.